Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-line defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
Aims beyond the defence. Now that's well seen too. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And it's been hooked away. Bruno Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, that was vital.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Chouameni. And it's Valverde. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is well cleared. And here's Valverde. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that has been slung wide. Vietnam still without a single shot on target. João Neves.
Germany really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Valverde making good progress on the right-hand side. Lahm. Van de Ven. João Neves. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. This looks promising.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Konate. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Mendes getting forward. Looking for options for movement. Oh, strongly challenged there. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Valverde. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nicked it back promptly. Just past the 40th minute mark. Nuno Mendes. Valverde. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's chosen to go back. Played back towards his own goal.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Hakimi. Vieira. Rafael Varane is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. That'll be a throw-in. Bruno Fernandes. Now Van de Ven. And it's Lam. Here's Tchouaméni. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Neves. Now that looks a decent ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Bruno Fernandes. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Good ball, good take. That's tidy. Now this could be a chance. João Neves. And the counter is on. That ball looks a good one. Valverde gets over and intercepts. Can he get on the end of this? Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Tchouaméni. Thuram looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Neves. Lam calmly anticipates.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Knocks it into space. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Thuram. He's on it, can he get away? João Neves. He's shifting through the gears here. Very nicely done. In comes the corner.
Substitution for Germany.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Mbappe. Number 18, Turn. Number 87,
Barella with the short one.
Number 7, Kukurea.
And this is Paulette.
Coming on the field, number
Paulette!
19, Daniel.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2
Number
then.
8, Barella. Number 3, Alex Grimaldo. Substitution.
They've played it short. And here's Dani Olmo. Now it's Barella. And the shot! And it's come back out to him. Well taken goal. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution in progress.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Germany have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Oh, important interception. And he can thump it away. Konate looking to play him in. And this is Bale.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he spark a counter here? Vietnam could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
There they go, hunting in tacks. And this is Bale. It's Bale! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Grimaldo. Germany clearly now in lead preservation mode. And Hakimi.
If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should see them through.
Dani Olmo. Now it's Dani Olmo.
2 added minutes has been
Pressing's
indicated.
intense, and it's paid off. Lam.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour.